My name is Chris Poindexter. This is my presentation for organizational behavior. My presentation will be on Chapter 1. The main points in the chapter are: what is organizational behavior, organizational behavior and management, organizational behavior and the manager's job, contextual perspectives, managing for effectiveness. I will touch base on all of these topics, and I will elaborate also on what it takes to be a successful manager. Well, let's first look at what is organizational behavior. It is the study of human behavior in an organizational setting. It is important because it clarifies the factors that affect how managers manage. It also will help managers better understand their needs, motives, behaviors, decisions, or structure of the organization. All of these factors are very important to the managerial position. Organizational behavior in relation to management. Most organizations have managers that function in 4 major categories. These categories are planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. I specifically like to highlight the leading aspect. It is the process of getting members to work together. This is not a very easy task and should not be overlooked. However, knowing the organizational behavior of those individuals within your organization makes it easier to get them to work together, which makes it easier to plan, to organize, and to control the organization. Organizational behavior as it relates to the manager's actual job. In the book, we learned that there are managerial roles and there are managerial skills. One of the most important roles of a manager is the decision-making role. The decision-making role helps settle disputes, decides how resources are distributed, acts as a representative for the organization. These are very important roles to master in the managerial position. No one wants to follow a leader that is very indecisive and that does not feel confident about his or her decisions. Also, you learn about the managerial skills. These are necessary to carry out the functions and to fill the fundamental roles. A great managerial skill that I really pay attention to is the interpersonal skill. How well can your manager communicate, understand, and motivate the members of the organization? Contextual perspective of organizational behavior is a theory that illustrates a one best way approach of doing things or solving things within the organization. The reading showed me that management studies have shown that organizations used to be a universal one best way approach to deal with behavior or other issues. However, they also discovered that there's a situational perspective that should be applied. The situational perspective suggests that in most organizations, situations and outcomes are influenced by other variables. The following are examples of the variables: a person's age, a person's position within the organization, a person's race, person's educational background, and a person's gender. Managing for effectiveness relates to organizational behavior because all managers seek positive, effective outcomes in three basic organizational levels: the individual level, the group level, and the organizational level. The first, individual level, deals with personal goals that you set aside for yourself, such as salary, position, and general satisfaction with your career. Second is the group, which considers co-workers or team members. You have to see that they are effective in the productivity and that they are also working cohesively together. Last but not least, the organizational goals. Organization, the most important one of all, is financial performance. How well is the organization performing under your leadership? Which has a lot to do with how well your groups work together and also how your individual morale is during your daily job. Organizational behavior affects all three levels of a manager's position. If you could manage any organization, what organization would it be? Please list the reason or reasons why. I believe the instructions as to where and when to answer these questions are within this week's discussion board. You may need to refer to the syllabus for this. This concludes my presentation of Chapter 1, Organizational Behavior.